Hey, is this thing on? Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today we are installing shorty levers for the Kawasaki Z500 2024. Just heads up, I already put them on. I rode with them a couple of days. They are amazing, but I decided to take them off, put back the stock ones so I can show you guys how to install them. The way that I did them is really super easy. There's pretty sure there's millions of videos out there on YouTube to how to make this type of installation videos, but I might as well just have it here so you guys can look on how I did it. And also I'm gonna show you guys how to adjust your cable clutch and adjust it here and also adjust here. So I'm gonna show you guys the brand that I got. It's from Amazon. I know it's not expensive or anything, but they work, they feel really good. They are aluminum, so they work just fine. This is the brand MZS Tunning. I'll put a picture here on what part number is the one that I go with, and I'm going to show you guys here real quick how they look. This is the clutch side. So really nice. They're really light, but they feel really good material. So let's go ahead and start the process. All right, so tools that you're gonna need for this is basically 10mm socket and a 10mm wrench. And you guys see this bolt here, there's a nut on the bottom, so we're gonna put our socket down there and our wrench on the top, and we're just gonna break it loose just like that. Like I said, I already had this assembled. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video. So got the nut out, grabbing our socket and unscrewing this, holding the brake lever so it doesn't drop or anything like that. We don't want to damage it. We're gonna save it just in case. So we got that out. We got it out. Now we got our brake lever here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, and we're gonna align that hole. Probably gonna need a little bit of push, pushing that master cylinder there until you have that bolt already inside, and then start. The way they work for me, I started like threading it all the way down. I think I have it almost where I want it. I'm gonna use my socket to help it guide all the way down. So we have it there. I'm gonna grab our nut, go from the bottom, and we have it there. Now we're just gonna torque it. Not too much that it's gonna break, but give it a nice nug. And that's it. That's your brake right there. They have a little like a wiggle, but then again, this is not like OEM specs or anything like that. It's an aftermarket cheap short levers. So but I rode them to work. I was riding yesterday, the day before, and they seem to help so far good, and they feel really nice. Also with the gloves and bare hands, they feel really good. So let's go ahead and jump to the clutch side. It's kind of a tricky part, but a little bit more finagle. But the way that I figured it out was basically break loose the nuts on the cable clutch on the transmission cover, and will give you much play in order to take out the clutch cable from the other side. All right, so let's go to that side now. All right guys, we're here, and it's literally the same process. We got a bolt, 10mm socket on the bottom, and the wrench on the top. Break it and take out the nut, and with the socket it helps taking the screw out. So I'm just gonna loosen for a little bit, and now this is already loose. So but you just basically loose this up, and now, like I said, I already have the clutch, the nuts on the clutch, on the clutch cable on the other side already loose. So I'm just gonna unscrew this until I have it all the way out. And take your time, it's not a hurry, but they are really easy to install. Now we're gonna finish taking the bolt out, just holding that clutch lever just in case, never know. All right, we got it out, put it aside so we don't lose it. Now we're gonna play with it until we can finagle it out. Make sure that you got this all the way out. All right, so you're gonna pull a little bit, move it forward, and you got it out. So take this, turn it, and pull up. That's it, you got it out, right? Now to install the new one, the way that I figured it out was kind of like the same process, but I had the cable, the actual, this screw here actually kind of in a little bit, all right, just a hair, so a couple threads so I don't mess it up. Like I said, there's probably a better way to do this, but this is the way that it worked for me. So there you go. Now we're holding that cable. We're gonna go ahead and install it here. All right, we got it there. Just take your time with it and play with it, and there you go, we got it there. Putting that bolt again. Might add to the video that a step that I didn't do. You might trying to get some grease and lubricate those bolts. Mines are dry. I'm probably gonna do that over the weekend. Well, same process as the brake side. You just screw it all the way down. All right, grab your nut. All right, since you got it seated in, you just screw it back in all the way to the top. Grab your wrench. Again, socket on the bottom, wrench on the top. Snug it, and that's it. Now we adjust this. Gonna fit this here, screw it a couple of threads so you see that your lever is moving forward. That's gonna get close. If you pull it back, it pulls back, right? So way that I did it, it had kind of like almost half of the thread, not all the way in, right? In order to get rid of this play here, we are gonna go to the transmission side. Now that we're here, right, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna push this just a hair. You see that it has like a little bit of a play. I'm just gonna have it as what it has is giving me the resistance. I'm gonna hold it there, and I'm gonna move this nut here so it keeps pulling the cable in that direction. I'm gonna do it with my other hand a little bit. So like I said, I already had it loose. So now this one, we're gonna lock it, and we're gonna use a 12 size wrench. Like I said, snug it. There you go. This one doesn't need it, but I'm just gonna do it just in case. Just a little bit, doesn't move, that's all right. Lock this one, Perfect. We got that resistance there. All right, so now what we're gonna do, this is the way that I figured it out, the way that I like how it feels. This basically you can do it by feel, but from what I research that I did, it's kind of like 2 millimeters of clearance from here. All right, for that play you need a little bit of play so the clutch don't engage or disengage or whatever it is. So you don't want that, you want a little bit of play. All right, so I got a nickel. I'm just gonna put it there. All right, and now I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit. If I adjust it, it's gonna drop it, so I'm gonna actually unscrew it. So kind of like right there, and then we're gonna lock that one in place. That's it. That's all there is. Like I said, this is not probably like an accurate, but it works for me. My recommendation on what motorcycle you have, this one is basically a Kawasaki 2024 Z500. I like how it feels, so I'm just gonna go by feel. As long as I have everything tight properly, it should be all right. And the same as the brake side, it has a little bit of play going up and down. As to be expected, it's not an OEM part, but it works. So like I said, nickel right there to get that gap. So now we're gonna tighten this. We're gonna go ahead and tighten this locking nut. I'm gonna just call it that. And that's it. All right, so there you have it. We got MZS shorty levers for the Kawasaki Z500 2024. All right guys, hope you like this video, and if it's informative, if you have any advice, more tips for a couple videos, just put them on the comments down below. And like I always say, be safe out there, take care of each other. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, see ya.